Hey, everybody, I'm John Granado, and that's Josh Jordan. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Josh also does work for sportsfanhouston.com, and he actually runs the thing. So if you want to see his work there, you can do that. And you got to hit subscribe right now so you get all of our content here at YouTube. Josh, John Heyman tweeted that Yuli is still looking for a deal. Houston could be an option, but Chandler Rome's source said they want to give reps to David Hensley. Do you think it's possible Yuli ends up an Astro after all of this?
I think it's possible. I don't think it's likely. You know, I think something would have happened by now. It looks like he may have priced himself out of being with the Marlins. They, of course, made a big trade recently, too. Maybe that changed if they needed Yuli for that role. But, yeah, I mean, the rumors now is maybe he could end up with the Twins. He might have an advocate in Carlos Correa for that to happen. Obviously, you know, Bagwell made comments about Yuli at FanFest this past weekend saying we're monitoring the situation. But I feel like Jeff was just kind of being kind and professional about it. I don't think Yuli is at the top of their list. So I don't think it's likely he comes back. And there's some hurt feelings, too. The first thing they did big time in free agency was bring Abreu in to replace him. So I would love to see Yuli back if it's at the right number, but I wouldn't count on it.
I could certainly see him with the Twins. I mean, they just traded the batting champ for some pitching. They could use more fielding help. They want Carlos Correa to feel really good about where he is, and if he's pining for Yuli, I could certainly see that. I'm worried about Yuli being on this Astros roster because we know Paw just he can't have a day where Yuli's not in the lineup.
Can't help himself.
Even if he's hitting $190, Yuli's going to be out there every day. He probably put him in for Jose Abreu every day. Okay, so I'm not sure that I want him teasing Dusty every single day because Dusty will just have the compulsion that he has to be out there. Plus, you know what? Hensley showed something, didn't he? I liked Hensley.
I did too. He showed that he could work in at bat, and that's funny, John. That hadn't occurred to me. Like, Fromber's pitching. He's a ground ball pitcher.
Yep, gotta put
Yuli, you're out there today.
Absolutely. And listen, maybe that they're not so hell-bent on bringing Yuli back because Yuli could play left field for him. Maybe Brantley is healthier than we think.
I think that's really reading between the lines there. I think that's the case, John. I think Brantley, they expect him to be ready. Bagwell said he expects him to be ready. And, hey, if there's a shoulder specialist in the world, it's Dr. Bagwell. He would know about bum shoulders. So, yeah, it looks like Brantley's going to be good to go. And that's good news. I don't think Crane's going to give him $12 million guaranteed plus incentives if they don't expect him to contribute this year.
Yeah, and listen, you're going to have to use him sparingly, though. Brantley's going to have to be, getting his days of rest. Going to have to DH. You're going to have to sit because you just don't want to wear him out. But I don't mind at all a young bat like Hensley. Look, they made that bet last year on Pena, and look what happened. The Astros always have young talent that is underpaid, that is on those team friendly deals, and Hensley just might be that next guy. Well, let's see.
He might be. And where would you really feel comfortable using Yuli in a utility role? Obviously, DH, first base, but he's not going out there and playing shortstop for you. We haven't seen him play third base in forever. So that's kind of a question, too, is, where's his defense going to be at 39 years old when he hasn't done it in so long?
Yeah, but he can play left. We know that. He could play some second base if Altuve needs a day off. And in a pinch, I'm sure he could play some third. I really wanted Yuli to come back, but if it's at the expense of playing time for guys that should be out there. And we don't know that Yuli's going to hit again. He was great in the postseason, but that regular season was really rough to watch, and I'm not sure. Maybe, hey, Minnesota, I think Yuli's going to be the right choice for you.